Hey, it's your girl Moni 69 Ways Johnson. I'm here with my co-hosts Kiki Love and Inga 71. We are
What's my
here.
name?
Hello.
Kiki Love, Candy Love,
Kiki
Candy
Love.
Girl. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna be Kiki because that's all you was talking about before we got out here.
Hey, Mo 69. Hey,
How y'all
Inga.
doing?
Hey.
All right, all right, all
Y'all
right.
haven't seen the title. We are here for Love and Marriage Huntsville, episode 9 and 10. We getting 2 for 1 right here because last week we took a week off because there was not much going on, much nothing happened last week episode. So you're getting a 2 for 1 special here
Hey.
tonight. So yeah. So everybody's cool. Everybody ready to get
Yeah.
Yes,
started?
yes.
They're
Can't
doing good.
complain.
All right. Hey, let's get started. So before we start talking about these people on this show, start dragging them and what have you, we would like to take 5 minutes and give our condolences to Kiki Jabbar, her husband and kids, and Tisha and Wanda. Condolences to them because she passed away like a week now, been a week or less,
Yeah, I
couple of
think Tuesday.
One day
Monday or
last week.
Tuesday. Yeah.
yeah. So almost been about a week of her passing. And it was sad. It was a shock to me to hear that news at first when I heard it, and I thought it was fake, or
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I did
So,
too. I
and
thought it
they,
was just Candy gossiping again. I thought
well,
Candy was
Candy,
gossiping.
Candy a good gossiper and keep up with
Mm-hmm.
everything,
She be
but
having the
yeah,
tea.
yeah, she be having the tea, and so
Um,
it was true, and I think Miss Wanda or Tisha they gave a statement to a friend who's a YouTuber or
mm-hmm.
something,
Oh yeah, I
and
know
Yeah.
her. Mm-hmm.
gave out a
Mm-hmm.
statement. So she passed away surrounded by family and friends, and then we get another report said she passed away in her car due to carbon monoxide in her garage. I don't know. Either way, she's not no longer here with us.
Right.
So my condolence goes out to her family, especially her husband and children.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
y'all got any
Sleep in peace.
thoughts of
Yeah,
Kiki
it's
Mm-hmm.
sad.
Jabbar? It's
Yeah,
sad.
it's sad to hear her passing. It kind of grabbed at my heart because I had just watched her on Real Talk with T
Mm-hmm.
live maybe like 2 weeks before. Maybe was it about 2 weeks ago? 2 Fridays ago. And I watched and she just talked Kiki talk. And she talked about 2 hours, I believe.
Yeah, she a
And
good
I'm like,
talker.
I just saw not how people we just saw somebody, but I'm
Right.
like, dang, and then her baby graduated from high school and
Yeah, supposed to be going to
I didn't
college.
know her, but
Hopefully.
I know
What?
she was a good for TV, for television. I wish they could have utilized her better than they did, you know.
Yeah, she
Well,
definitely was good with TV.
it's funny how what was it? It was at least 2 weeks ago or so. Wasn't that long ago? But I say between 2 to 3 weeks. That
Mm-hmm.
what's her name? Tisha did the
Mm-hmm.
interview with Dustin Ross on for Carlos. You know
Yeah.
how he
Yeah,
does those
yeah.
interviews. And so that was no more than 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he said, well, will y'all relationship get, repaired or anything to that nature? He said, and she was adamant. She said, no, the door is closed. I ain't dealing with her. She said, my daughter and Kiki's daughter was best friends, they're cousins,
Mm-hmm.
but they're best friends. She said she doesn't she doesn't stop that. She lets her daughter still hang out with Kiki's daughter.
Her
But as
cousin.
far as our relationship, she said, I'm done with her and all that. That was at least two. I would have to go back and click on YouTube and go back. It couldn't have been no
Mm-hmm.
more than 2 to 3 weeks ago. Now I
Mm-hmm.
wonder
Yeah, I
how
watched
when
it.
you saying that now and then this happened. I wonder how she feels. I'm sure she
I'm
got to
sure she
feel horrible.
feels bad because I feel bad when my sister passed and stuff. Me and her should have reconciled or whatever, but
Hmm.
I didn't get
Mm-hmm.
to. So, but I can imagine by
Hmm.
Letitia's being publicized, I can imagine how
Yeah. Yeah,
bad
because ours is
it
not
was.
publicized when we had
Yeah.
problems with our siblings.
So
Yeah. But
But
this
I can,
is,
Right.
because it's worse
you
because
know,
it was
I mean,
television.
that's
You know,
siblings, but relatives, cousins or
yeah, but
whoever.
everybody have the same issues. Everybody got the same problems. It's just
Right,
theirs was
Right.
right,
televised.
right. Theirs were televised. So I'm sure she probably is really feeling a way about it because they grew up
Oh,
together like sisters.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
they got close when they
I
was
just hope
like
she got
14 years
peace.
old. So yeah, I
yeah,
hope she's at peace. And
yeah. I was. I mean, I'm not even gonna bring it up. I mean, bring up all my thoughts about it. But I thought something might have been off. I don't know if I believe that statement that the family or whoever had put out. But like you said, Monique, and you and I even talked about it back and forth on messaging each other. It really kind of don't even
mhm,
matter. She's gone now. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um,
yeah,
whatever happened, we might not really know the real truth of what it is anyway. Um, but it's just gone. I mean, it's just sad that she's gone. And because
Yeah.
of
yeah,
the children, she has what, 3 kids
Yeah.
and a
Mm-hmm.
husband. I
yeah,
mean, I just think,
yes.
yeah, that's
I
three
think
young children too.
two
So
boys and a
that's not
girl.
like, it's always said even their children are grown, but the young ones, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the part. So
still
how
sad.
it happened, it doesn't even really
Still,
matter. So
yeah, still sad nonetheless.
Yeah.
Um, rest in peace,
she's a pretty
Kiki
girl
Jabbar.
too.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh
definitely
yeah,
say they all family. You
Yeah.
can tell they
They
all
are
related.
yeah, they are
Mm-hmm.
related.
Mm-hmm.
definitely
Yes.
that. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They got strong genes.
all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, so
Now
I
we got
think
the
I
sad
think I
part
saw
out
a
the way.
thing flying around.
Oop,
They're doing the service or something this week or something, right?
It's
What
tomorrow.
tomorrow? Okay, I knew I saw something on
Mm-hmm.
social media. Um, something about a church service or something. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay.
Well, so we
I
get
wonder
rid
is
of the
Tisha
sad.
going?
Really, Inga?
I mean,
Really?
she.
We'll talk about that
I
behind the
mean,
Really,
scenes.
Inga?
yeah. I
Right.
mean,
We'll
Really?
talk about
whatever.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm leaving it alone. Let me
Yeah,
stop.
we'll
Let
talk
me
about
stop.
it.
hmm
Okay, so we got the rest in peace, Kiki Jabbar.
Yeah,
Condolences to her family.
I leave it at that recipe.
We got
Mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. We got the sad
Yeah.
part out the way. So now let's get to Dragon. Okay.
hmm
We missed episode 9, so here we are. So
Oh wait,
hopefully
man. One of the
episode
pictures
9 could
is
be.
sideways.
Yeah, I did it that way.
Come on, Inga.
Girl,
Come on,
you just
Inga.
said no. I laugh at my own pictures. Okay, mine's you be seeing all kind. They be laughs. Look, I just say, hey, y'all, it is what it is. Just keep it going.
It fit. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so episode 9, it was basically more of what's her name? Stormy turning herself
Stormy.
in because of the warrant. Due to
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm. Harassment
millimeters
thing. Yeah.
person harassment of communication. She texts
Right.
her lawyer. Her lawyer said she got a warrant, so she decided to turn herself in the next day. And we're gonna get all Stormy stuff out the way. So she was getting glammed up and stuff like that, and she talked to her, I guess her stylist or beautician, hair stylist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she did get emotional because they asked her, did she censor herself? So they, like, you preparing yourself, censor yourself
Mm-hmm.
as to what's coming forward, you know. And we also see a scene of Shelby, Stormy mother-in-law, Courtney mom. She
Mm-hmm.
seems really sweet. She gave her a hug, and tell her to be positive, and she hears for her and all that good stuff. Then we also see her a scene of her mother, who told her that was she get for being on reality TV, and her mother couldn't come to her because her mom don't stay in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far her mom stay. I don't know if it's like a state over. I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
far her mom stay. So, from Huntsville, and
Is
Stormy
she in,
have
is Miss Betty in Mississippi? Because that's where
yeah, because
Stormy's
they is
from.
for yeah. I think she's
Mm.
yeah. You right because they is from there. I don't think she ever moves. You right. I don't think she ever
Mm-hmm.
moved. So her mother Said that what you get for being on reality TV. That what you get for being getting close to
Mm,
male. It by her. It
mm-hmm,
basically I told you so moment for
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm,
Miss Betty
mm-hmm,
and Stormy. Like that hurt her feelings. Said that it hurt her feelings to hear that come that for her mom and stuff like that.
mm-hmm,
And she wished that she would have a more of a motherly approach to her and her feelings, and that she needed her in that moment. And granted, when Miss Betty said she just couldn't get up and just come because she also take care of her 80-year-old mother, who's
Yeah.
also
mm-hmm,
living with her. So I can
mm-hmm.
understand, get her grace with that. But it was just her delivery of "I told you so" instead of
Yeah.
just being there for her in the
Mm-hmm.
moment that she gotta turn herself in. So what are your thoughts on that rundown?
Um, I'll go right quick. So my thoughts on her centering herself with the abuse the stylist. I'm glad she told her
Mm-hmm.
that because she did need to calm down and center herself and just because it's gonna be all right. It's gonna work out. Just calm down. I'm glad she had somebody there with her, along with the stylist, and I think it was another lady there as well. And then I was glad to see Courtney's mom
Mm-hmm.
because I can see where he gets his gentleness from. His mother is very sweet and gentle.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she's a sweet spirited person. She was there
Mm-hmm.
for her because she did need a mother there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else, she just needed a mother's love, as we would say. She did need that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as her
Need a
mom,
hug. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I understand her needing her mom, and the mom couldn't come because she has her mother. That's what she should have said. Baby, I couldn't leave my. That's what she should have said. She should have never brought
Mm-hmm.
up being on reality TV, anything about male, like that has nothing to do with it. Because if it wasn't for TV, would you still tell me the same thing? If it was because I ran the red light and
Mm-hmm.
I kept going, would you tell me this? What would you
Mm-hmm.
tell me then? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you had no business. Are you gonna guilt me or are you gonna say I'll come tomorrow? I got my mama. Like her mother just real blunt and she doesn't care about her feelings. She don't care that they're
Mm-hmm.
on TV. Like you got to curb your words sometimes when you in public. Like you just can't say everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm glad she did have that conversation with her
Oh
mother.
yeah.
Hopefully they can do some kind of soul searching or something because it's really needed. I'm not sure it's long overdue, but I'm glad she did have Miss Beasley there with her. Yeah, that's all. I'm not gonna go too much in on Miss Betty.
Inga, your thoughts?
I don't really have no thoughts about it. I mean, Candy pretty much summed it up. It didn't have nothing bringing up the millimeters and any of the cast members' names and all of that didn't have nothing to do with. First of all, you just like you said, if she cannot, like Candy said, I'm just repeating the same thing. If she cannot show up because she has the 80-something-year-old mother there who's sickly. I remember that storyline with the sister and her fighting and all that. If she can't show up, that's fine. But you could at least
Mm-hmm.
talk to her on the phone, made her feel it's still your daughter. Does that make her keep her calm, make her feel, good? Like, we'll handle this together. I'll be up there as soon as I can. I won't be able to get there right today. She could have said things in a much better way. Then maybe later on
Oh,
down the line, if you want to bring that up down the but let this don't bring it up right now. I didn't think it had anything to do
right.
with that. The mother
Yeah.
seems sort of they dragged her on social media on Twitter and stuff. They dragged the mother.
Yeah.
So
Well, in
I
this
just say she
episode.
was wrong.
They always like Miss
Okay.
Betty up.
Because of
Well, Miss
just
Betty
because
be
of
in
the
those
fact that
groups.
here you got Courtney's mother
Yeah.
showing you more love. Courtney's
Hmm.
mother might feel the same way for all we know. But if she's not expressing that, and it's not the time and place for that right now. You know,
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
somebody getting in a
Hmm.
car accident and they say, well, it's your own fault because I told you you shouldn't have been driving fast or you shouldn't have, whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
That's not the time and place when I'm wrapped around the tree. And I need you to come and help me, So the mother was just wrong at she was just wrong at
You can say right down the
what
tree.
she said. You know what I'm
Yeah, she
saying?
was.
You
Yeah.
picked the wrong time to
Yeah.
to sit there and do that. So I agree with what Candy saying.
Okay, moving on. Yeah. Who we got? Oh, this is gonna be quick. So what's her name? Trish,
Yeah,
and
Trish.
Mm.
what's her name? Destiny. Almost forgot her name. They met
Destiny.
up. They met up at
Easy.
this candle making place. Place. This candle making place, and they was just getting Tisha caught up on what happened at the Galentine gala thing with Stormy Gala. They just catch because the Scots did not come to that event, so she was just
Mm-hmm.
they were just catching her up on what's them damn called forehead and
What was it? Lovers and Friends event or something she had? Yeah.
Sonny
Mm.
and Moses. I can't.
Moses.
I
Mm.
said I'm sorry if I said forehead. No
You
disrespect to all my
did.
forehead people.
I
I'm
mean, you ain't got
sorry,
to
but
hold
I
back.
can't remember her
You ain't
name
got
for
to hold back
nothing.
for this lady. We don't know that lady. I mean, you ain't got to hold
I
back.
know, but she has a name, and I just forgot about it. What
Mhm.
was the name? So Sonny and
Sunless.
Mo,
Ain't nothing
they was
sunny about
there.
her.
They was there, and her and Sonny had a conversation about how the whole situation went down, and Destiny said Moses was a hoe in St. Louis, um and how Sonny was flashing her ring, and then Destiny said she don't care. She had a boobage slip out, and Destiny said she still can have them. She want 'em. What's your thoughts on that? I was like, okay, girl.
Trifling. Tisha should be the last person asking a single woman if she could get the married woman's man.
Yeah, I was like,
Now she know the streets been talking since 2018 by her man. She should be the last one saying something. She should have been like, "Nah, we can't do that now, Destiny." Well, she shouldn't even answer that question. But had she
mm-hmm.
said that, she should have said, "No, no, no, we can't do that now. Leave it alone." She should have been the one to tell her, "Let sleeping dogs lie. He gonna get what he gonna get, and she gonna get what she gonna get." But see, Tisha messy.
Tishy messy. She'll add stuff on that's not necessarily great. I guess
Like,
she's
why
trying to
would you
produce
ask
a
that
moment.
question?
She's trying to produce a moment. It's just so. What's your thoughts, Inga?
I mean, yeah, on to the next thing. I don't know why Destiny just don't like. Well, I guess that's what we're supposed to be talking about. But like after a while, I ain't gonna keep talking about it every time I get together in the room with these people. Like I'm done talking about it. I told everybody how I feel, expressed it. Now, what do we keep talking about? Now it seems like you're becoming the problem, not them now, because you keep talking about this man. Okay, like move on.
Ingrid is too funny, and she not even trying to
It's,
be funny.
okay, who's this? Who said watch it? Who is this? Is this Torek, Sherry, Shelby, Shay's
Oh, she
mom?
changed her name.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Okay.
done messed up all the kids' names. She done finally
yeah,
changed her name.
yeah. She finally changed her
She
name because she's
always
always
is.
late.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want Destiny to move on now. You know, we should be talking about something else with Destiny. What else you have going on in your life? We know you got all these
Mhm.
arrests. What else you got going on in your life besides you keep talking about this man? You know,
Bring it,
so
Inga. Bring it. Bring it.
yeah.
Bring it. Because that's
Yeah,
what she need to
bring
be
it.
talking about. Leave us alone. Let sleeping dogs
Yeah,
lie.
or
You
your
can't be the
businesses.
dead
You know what I'm saying?
horse.
Or if you don't want us to talk about you getting
Girl.
arrested every 5 minutes, then talk about your business, what you got, you know,
I don't know if
selling
that
your
happened
products and
yet at this
stuff.
moment. So I don't know if that
Huh?
happened at this moment when they was filming. I don't know if
What?
that happened.
Oh,
Her arrest.
the rest thing. She's had two or three, right?
She had
Well,
one
one I think
before.
one
She
I
had
think
one
one
before
I
she got
think
on there.
one did
Yeah.
happen, but
Hmm.
other than that, no.
The other one hadn't
Yeah.
happened yet. That one happened after
Oh,
Martell's.
okay.
Hopefully,
The second one hadn't
hopefully they
happened
still
yet. Yeah.
filming and then they'll show it later. Hopefully.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Okay.
So
You know they're
yeah.
gonna catch it.
Oh yeah. Most def.
Yeah. I need her to. Oh Lord.
We got the messy fellas, especially
Mm-hmm.
the ones that's on my left. If I'm looking at my screen,
Hmm.
Mm.
so the ones that's on my left, uh Chris and Martell, they messy. They be with the follow up questions to each other, and they
They
be
was
looking
like
like,
two.
"What the?
I was finna say something wrong. They was like
Please
two
don't."
women.
Two women.
The men gossip too.
It was like two women gossiping
Yeah,
in the
they
shoe
was
supply store. That in the
I'm
shoe store. That's what
surprised.
it looked like.
I'm surprised
and
the
poking the
Scott
bear.
brothers wasn't there because they gossip too. All the men gossip too.
Hmm.
Courtney
But
said he
them
don't like to
two,
talk like that.
Chris and
So,
Hotel, listen, they were picking each other to make sure they don't say too much. They said just enough
but
because
they was
Chris looked
poking the
at
bear. They
how
was
you
poking the
know.
bear to each other. They poking
Yeah.
the
And
bear with each other. I was
they
like,
love now using this thing with now that they're using the side husband now. You the side man,
sad
the side
something,
husband.
sad
And
something
Yeah,
Martell
good.
is stroking the ego of that. Okay, Martell is
yeah. He's
loving
the one who keeps
that.
saying it. It's not everybody else. He's the one that keeps
Right.
saying it.
Martell is
Right.
loving it. But baby, you won't your situation don't compare nothing to Trish and Ken.
Right.
No. No.
Yeah, and
Right.
they even told him that you was married and all that. You know,
Yeah.
he
You was
it
doing her
wasn't that.
wrong. Y'all was living
Yeah,
together and
she
doing
moved
her
out
like
from that husband.
yeah.
So yes, technically by
Mm.
law she's married
Mm-hmm.
on paper, but she hasn't been living with the husband. If the story is right, she been living with 5 years. He was dipping in and out of the household while he was with Mel. So his story, his is different. He need to shut up. He shouldn't even be getting
Yeah.
involved.
So they were just talking about how Trish know Martell, how they met, and then they eventually went to Chris asked what's his name? Damn it,
Ken.
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, muscles. Yeah,
Ken is he
muscle
gonna
man.
propose if him and Trisha gonna get married one day and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that technically she is still married and they has been separated for what 3-4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it's he asked Chris did ask legitimate questions like did she file the paper yet? Did they sign? Is they about to sign? And
Mm-hmm.
he's like he said I don't know of anything being signed. He said, but it is a we put a time stamp
Yeah,
on
he
Yeah.
it
said
of
he ain't gonna keep
things
Yeah.
waiting
moving
forever.
on. He said he's
Yeah,
not gonna
Mm-hmm.
wait forever. I'm like,
He
you'd be
gonna
a
be a male
sucker if you
gigolo.
do. And then he said he'll be
I
male
don't blame
gigolo.
him,
I'm like,
and I think that's reasonable. I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some time. I'll give you, if it takes a year, whatever, we'll get a time frame. At least you got to have the process going. I might
Yeah.
hang
You
in
need
there
to
yeah,
get
with
some
you if the
papers.
process is going, meaning you filling out paperwork, you showing up at court sessions, meetings, or whatever, you know, whatever the process is with a lawyer or whatever. As long as the process
Mm-hmm.
is going, he probably hang in there. But if she keeps sitting back not doing nothing, he's not gonna stay around.
well,
Right.
I just hope after that moment he went to go talk to her and they put a time. He gave her an ultimatum with a time stamp or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like you said, he's not gonna hang around for no 5 years just to see, or that long
Mm-hmm.
period just to see what's gonna happen. But hopefully he
Mhm.
Yeah.
uh communicate that with her. So and that Martell acting
Yeah.
weird about Tish, what's her name, Trish, knowing him or not. It was
Mm-hmm.
weird. And he said
Very, very.
he ain't meet her through his brother. I'm like,
Something
but you told
happened.
me that
I
I
don't
was
care
like,
what. No, I've been saying
Girl,
this since day one, and
we
I
just
know somebody
think we
said,
just want a
"Oh no, I
promo.
don't think nothing
That
happened." No, I think something happened.
something
something happened.
happened,
Now you're saying they
you
had
know,
sex, but I think that flirtation,
but
maybe a
you
little
know him.
hugging and kissing, something
You know
happened.
him. Y'all know each other more than just seeing each other in Target or in the gym. Y'all know each other personally,
Yes,
intimately, some kind of way.
she done came
And
over his house
the
and
way
everything.
but see, Martell is he's so he got the
Way
it
too
factor
much.
where he could just do anything and he could get away with anything because he's just that charismatic. He got the it factor. He just ain't it. He got it, but he ain't it. And he using it in the wrong way because he could just make people feel a certain way. Like I'm telling you, like I wouldn't
No.
drop him, but he could make somebody drop him because he's just that dude. Like he's nice looking and he's
No,
charming.
he can drop to his knees and put his face in place. I don't mind that. But
He's
anyway,
charming AF
Dropping.
now. Look
I'm
at you.
not
He put
dropping
his
for
face in the
nothing else.
place.
I'm not dropping for nothing else. But if you want to put your face in the place, I'll be happy.
Oh gosh. But yeah, he just
But other than that, no.
but he'll make somebody pop him too, because the way you treated Ken, well, not treated Ken, responded to Ken, because he was like, "We been out. What do you mean out? That's not how you respond to me when I'm asking you about my lady. We out. You know, I don't know, bro. You do know. To my, well, I know what we have sex. What you mean? But what does that mean? That's not telling me anything, sir. I need you to
I guess
speak
he
in
said
complete sentences.
he'll remember her if he had sex, but that's not
Use
necessarily true.
complete
Sometimes
sentences.
you can
Stop
get
with all these code word keywords with me. I need you to be upfront and frank. See, tell me somebody pop him, because
Martell know he be doing in front of these cameras.
out, out.
And nobody got time for that. So I'm glad Ken didn't sweat nothing about it because he said that was before him, so he
That
don't
was
care.
before him. He had nothing
Really?
to do with it. Yeah.
Right, right.
Hmm.
So that was it.
Hopefully,
Um
hopefully,
we get a
hopefully.
scene of Trish have a sister. I think her sister is Ebony, something like that. I don't
Hmm.
know.
They look just alike.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do.
So like you said they
Hmm.
sisters. But they did show a flashback of her having a talk with her kids, her son and her daughter, about her moving forward with Ken.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
the daughter said, "I'm down with it, and I can get a brother or a sister." I was like, "Oh, girl,
Hmm.
not the add on." And then the son is the oldest, so he was like, he said he cool. He said at first he
Yeah.
was like, but he said now he cool. So I was like,
Hmm.
oh, okay.
Mm.
So they know that they parents is not gonna work out. So it must be a different energy with her and
Right.
Ken versus her ex-husband, her soon to be
Yeah.
ex-husband. So I could tell by the conversation with her kids that it's different energy
Hmm.
when she was with the ex-husband. I mean soon to be
Yeah.
ex-husband and when she was with Ken. So and now she got brought her invited her sister over because I guess her sister is from what, California?
I want
Yeah,
to say
something
she's
like that.
from California. Yes. Yes.
She's visiting far
Yeah.
away. And then she's
Yeah,
Hmm.
she
telling
visiting.
her so she's telling her sister like the whole spill about hey vacay and telling her sister about the spill about her and Ken and her soon to be ex-husband. And her sister didn't have like she only told her sister only know a little bit, like a very little bit, because the way her sister was looking like, what? When this happened? And how long
Listen.
y'all been living
Yeah.
together?
So I mean, so when the last time she seen her sister? Because she said she been separated from her husband for 5 years. She been living with Kim for 2, right?
They are
It's
very
like
Maybe.
4 years,
private.
like 4 years they've been separated,
Yeah.
and then
Well, it depends on how close a
they,
relationship is. Because I don't tell my
Yeah.
sisters none of my business, and so just because you siblings don't mean necessarily you're close
But you
like
would
that.
think some things would be said as far
yeah,
as your
more
relationship
than
with
that
your spouse or your ex or your new boo. Because she was like, I thought
because
he
the
was just
sister
something to
was
play
there,
with. She
right?
thought Ken was just something to play with. She didn't think he was there for a long time.
And the
Because she kept
sister didn't
her,
know
so
they
it's no
was
way
separated that
for to
long,
reconcile. You can't reconcile. You're not going to get back with Joe or whatever his name. You can't. You're not going to get
and
back
she kept
Marquise.
asking, "She's sure,
You're not going to get back with
Marquise."
Marquise. Okay.
Yeah,
But see, this
It's
is
like
this
our
is one
parents
thing.
was together for 38 years, and she said, "Yeah, but I want to be happy." I said, "Boom."
But may I say something here on this? Listen, I didn't like the. I understand. I respect the sister. I respect anybody how they feel. But
Hmm.
uh-huh.
I don't really like that because it's almost like this is what they used to do, especially back in the days. And I can only speak like this personally, like with my own parents and stuff
Hmm.
and family members, is that you stay in these marriages because people say well, you know, because you have to, you know what I'm saying, as
Hmm.
opposed to um being happy. Back then, it wasn't about being happy. If you got married, you have to stay married until you just die, you know, and that's we know better now,
Hmm.
Mhm.
yeah, so I didn't, I understood why the sister probably said that because that's the way she probably was raised. Who's to say her parents are happy just because they still together 30
That's what
something,
Trish said.
40 years or
That's
whatever? That
true.
don't mean they happy.
That's what she
Hmm.
said. Yeah,
I
that's
And
what
wouldn't
that's
say
she
like
that
you
shit
said.
on
said,
camera. No, I'm telling you.
yeah, I
I told you
mean,
I'd be like Dr. Heavenly. I'm not saying all that shit on cam. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
And then
Yeah,
the sister at
just
the end
because
said, "You do whatever make you happy." She did say, she's like, "Well,
Finally,
you know,
she should have been said that.
she should have been
I
said
know,
that.
but
She
Yeah,
should
sometimes
have
you
been
have
said
to."
that.
but there's still a
She
lot of
just,
people who
she
think
just,
that old school way
she
like
just
that.
got
There's still
this
a lot of people.
information. She just got this information, so the
She
sister is
did.
processing in that moment. So she
That's
She
true.
eventually
was.
had to
That's true.
talk her way through it to get to that ending. So that's why
But
I was
baby,
like,
guess
I gave
what?
her a little leeway.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
be like
That's the reason why
Mo.
I'm not beating her up
This what
about it
I'm like
because
Mo. This what we finna talk about before we get on this camera. This is what I'm go ahead and let you know now. This is what we finna talk about. They finna ask me all these questions in my ear. They're gonna tell me to say all this stuff. I'm letting you know now. They already putting you on game. You know how to
But this her
respond.
first
We on
season, so
TV.
you
yeah,
know
because
she
she implying that
She done
she
seen
said
TV
yeah,
enough.
she implying that just because our parents are married 30 something 40 years doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
my mother's happy or my dad's happy,
true,
Yep.
whichever,
true.
That's what she
that doesn't
said.
mean
And I
they
was like,
happy. They
boom.
just together. I know many people's parents who they don't even be in the same room with each other, one in one bedroom, one, they just together. It's like
Mm-hmm.
almost because after a certain time, and especially once the kids are grown, everybody's gone. You ain't
They
nobody
create an
just up and leaving
understanding.
after you've
That
been
doesn't
together
create an
40 years.
understanding.
You ain't up and leaving. Like, where you going? A lot of time you just there
Out
as
of
roommates.
obligation.
It's cheaper to keep her,
Mm-hmm.
cheaper to keep him. It's out of obligation.
Right.
You don't feel like starting all over. I know many people like not.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna speak about my own family. I mean, I'm talking about aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody. There's a lot of people,
Mhm.
and I ain't know my family no different from anybody else's
Mm-hmm.
family. A lot of people's families are like that. They just don't. But when you go
Right.
out in the street, you try to present
Yeah.
like y'all all happy. But in home, like you just there with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying she doesn't want to live like
Yeah.
that. She wants to be happy. So I'm glad. Hopefully, the sister understands that,
Mm-hmm.
and she can go back and gossip and tell the
Yeah,
rest of the
she
family.
said whatever make you not gossip, but
You know how you
Yeah.
know how we do. We
Yeah,
get
she
on the
did
phone, play
say
that telephone
whatever
game,
make you happy.
and we tell everybody or text. Nez with text, group text stuff, and you tell. So hopefully she goes and explains that to
it seems
everybody
like
else.
she love her sister. I just wish she'd be open more with her sister, because
She
4
does need to be
years
a
is
little
a
bit
long
more
time to
open.
be.
Yeah.
And like she said, she love her sister. I'm like, where is the disconnect? I mean, she's your sister.
Mm-hmm.
She like
She said it was
You know,
private.
it could have
she.
been that she was embarrassed. She didn't want to disappoint
I
her
was about to
sister.
say that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
she did mention something like that. I think she did mention something
I mean,
about
but
Yeah.
that. But I
she's
mean,
been
I can
together
please,
for
understand that. I do understand that. I
yeah.
understand that. Yeah. You just try to keep
child, we
something
grown.
to yourself for a while as long as you can. But now this is on TV. That's why she had to tell her sister. She had to tell
Mm-hmm.
her family because it's
Oh
on
yeah,
TV.
it's gonna
So
air on
Yeah.
TV.
it's going. She
That's what
knew
I'm
it was
Yeah.
going
saying.
to
Like
air.
that should
So
have been said before. I'm on TV. I signed this
yeah,
contract
when I
in
signed up
January.
to go on
I'm letting y'all
TV,
know now
I'm
before
gonna
y'all
let
see
you
me on
know that.
camera.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna let you know now that what you're gonna see is me with this other man, and it's not my husband. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
before they even came in, the producers and all that came in your house, they would have known that.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have had this conversation on camera.
Thank you. We wouldn't.
This
Or
conversation
if
would have
we
been done
did for television
weeks and
purposes,
weeks before the
you would
production
already have
started.
known.
Yes, yeah, but she
Heads
needs
up.
someone to
This is
film
what's gonna
with,
come.
and it's her life, so this is her real
Mm-hmm.
life, her
Okay,
reality.
well, hopefully she did tell the sister, and maybe this is overly produced. Maybe
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the
Shayna.
stuff it's now, hey Shayna. Sometimes the stuff is not always accurate. She maybe behind the scenes already told the sister and the family, but then they got to act like she didn't know. So hopefully she
Yeah.
already told her.
Hopefully
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, Shayna? What's up,
All
Jay?
right, so that was the end of episode 9, y'all. So we're gonna go straight to episode 10, honey.
Yep, yep, yep.
So episode 10. It started off with Chris and Nell. Lil Nell.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Mm-hmm.
he's in his office, I guess, at
No, it's
the
nail. It's nail. Remember she did that? No, it's
Dang.
nail. Like no,
All right, okay, it's
Yeah, she
Nell.
was going off on that. Cause she said,
Yeah.
"Look,
Yeah,
you don't call me by my government name now. I know people who only want
Lil
to be called by
Nell.
like certain nicknames. They don't want to be. They
Mm-hmm.
don't want you to call it government name.
Right.
Can I mention
So
something? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mo. When I saw this, when she popped up on the screen and I saw her hair, I said, "Damn, Mo was right. They wear a lot of hair there."
They do wear them bundles. We talked about that
bundles on
every
bundles on
episode. We talked
bundles.
about it.
I thought
Yeah.
about you. I was like,
No, they
oh,
And
do
they
I
like
down
am.
they,
in the south in the
she probably got
hotness.
three
I be
bundles
like,
in her head right now. She probably got
It's
three
a
bundles in it.
lot. It looks
Yeah. Yeah.
hot.
She like the big hair.
This here
Yeah.
is hot on me. This is hot. It's hot.
and they down south too, baby. I can't.
Listen, it be a
Anyway,
thousand degrees.
No.
right. I
No,
could say the heat here different down there than up north.
that's what I'm
So,
saying. Yeah. Hmm.
so they in
Okay,
his
go ahead. I'm
office.
sorry.
Um, they in his office. They talking about Chris told Linnell that he's going to show some a property to Forehead and Moses, and I mean Sonny and
No, more like cloudy, not sunny. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But
Sonny and Moses a house
yeah. Hey, Derry.
by way
Mhm.
of Martell, and she was like,
Mhm.
"Don't you think you should get Destiny a heads up?" He looking like,
No,
"What I got to do with me selling that?"
I agree. I agree with all through the episode when
He
they
like,
brought that up. Montel brought it
no,
up. Or somebody else brought it up. I agree. No, you do not. This is business, and we ain't you. We cool, but we ain't like you, my sister, my. You know what I mean? We ain't super tight like that. I don't know their relationship,
right,
how close they are,
very
but I
deep.
feel like no, it's his business.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
no, I'm. I feel like
Why
it's
everybody
business.
worrying
No,
about Destiny? Like they act like Destiny was married. I get it, but they act
she
like
wasn't.
Destiny was
If she
married to
was
this
married,
man.
it'd be
This is
different.
Chris's business.
If
This is
she
his
was
business.
married, Candy, I would feel different. She was not
Yes.
married to this man. It wasn't like she
Why she
married, had 5 kids with the man, like the Melanie thing.
why
That's
look
a
at her?
total different thing. You was off and on with this guy. It sounded like you was more
And
off
he
than
and
on
this is the
too.
first time we seen him. This is the first time us meeting him
Mm-hmm.
visually, like on the show. So you was not on the show with him previously, but that would be
Yeah,
different
Mm-hmm.
if she was
as far as I'm
like
concerned,
her ex
I
husband,
would
like
do
her ex
business
husband.
with him. I would do business with them too. I'll take their coin.
Right, it's
It's about
money.
the coin. It ain't about they don't care nothing about
Right?
Sonny.
He looking
They don't
like
care nothing about Sonny or Moses.
Yeah.
If
Now Chris is
I have
real
a service,
lenient.
you need something, hey, I'll
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Yeah, Chris real lenient on a lot of things. But on that business, he
No,
ain't
this
gonna
is
be lenient on
business.
that.
yeah.
He
This
ain't
is
caring about
business.
none of that.
He got all
No.
them damn grown
Mm-mm.
ass kids he got to take care of and grandchildren. This is
Dang.
business. This is
Listen.
business. No, this
Okay.
business. This business. I'm with
Yeah.
Chris on this one. He ain't
Yeah, I
got to
was with
call her
Chris.
and
I
tell
was
her
like,
nothing. And if she gets mad, if we see a
it's
scene
not that
later
deep.
or at the reunion and she's mad, I'm like, what are you mad about? What are you mad about? So you can't be saying, oh, no, I can't. No, I'm sorry, I can't do business with you because of no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
too
Not like
much.
it's your
She
relative or something.
child,
And if I'm relative, I probably still just business.
his
Right.
business.
Yeah.
So
Uh
also Nell.
And another thing too, wait a minute. It'd be different if
Go ahead.
Moses had laid hands on her, like punched her in the face or something. Then I may not fool with
I
him
don't
because
think
I ain't.
Chris. I
You
don't
know what
think
I'm
Chris
saying? I'm
would
saying
mess
if it
around
had
like
been
that.
yeah,
something
yeah,
abusive, that's what
I
I
think
yeah.
Chris
I
would have
should.
gave it a
Y'all
thought,
got. I'm getting too
actually
graphic.
considered.
Mm-hmm.
If he had been abusive, I would say no. Maybe I might not fool with him because I don't get down with that. But this was just okay. Y'all broke up. Move
I don't
on.
know about
That's
that either. Hey, I'm gonna get my bread. I don't
yeah.
know about
That's
that
true.
either, Inga. I don't
That's
know.
true
I don't
because
know.
it's not like he best friends or related to Destiny or nothing,
Right.
no kind of way. He just know her as a
He
coworker.
probably had more
So
consideration of thought of thinking about it more, like you know. But this time he was
yeah,
like,
Maybe.
I just
no.
think this.
He's
And
like,
I don't
no.
even think they really was together like that. I think it was just. I think he was. I do think it's true. Actually, I think I'm believing Moses that he was messing around with Destiny and 4 or 5 other chicks around St. Louis. I don't believe that she was the one and only. She just
Mm-hmm.
got hurt.
Yeah,
She
including
was embarrassed.
including
That's
the
all.
son head, including the son Sonny. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that.
Yeah, right. So
So
I think I believe them. But anyway, I'm sorry, I mean to interrupt.
so also Nell wanted to speak to him about her grievances about lending money out to the kids. She exhausted of lending money out to the children, little Chris, Lance, and sometimes Kiki,
Hmm.
and her niece Kiki, and she wanna
Right.
I guess talk to them about that she's not lending no more money out unless it's a true emergency.
Right.
So
I agree.
she just she just said she want to gather up the children, like have a dinner or something, Or she said gather up, and then Chris like, you can cook. Is she looking like, say what now?
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Hey Patricia. Yeah, in there got to be making lasagna and all this kind of stuff.
Hey Patricia.
He could have had some food catered. Brought some food in from the outside.
Yeah, so she want to just talk to the kids about that. That's what they all just talked about. Destiny and her issue with the kids and letting out money. So we're gonna go to the next
Hmm.
scene.
She
Um.
said it's messing with her her mental health. That's
Okay,
what
we're
she
gonna talk
said.
about that later. Note that, Inga. Note that.
Okay. Okay.
We'll get to that later, cause yeah. So we see a scene where Chris again. He went to the house that Martell helped build. I'm like, Martell did not build this house by himself. He was with that guy from last season because he do not have a builder's license. So
Bill,
that's
I
huge.
mean, he helped probably put the doorknobs on the door and
Or
put
probably
help
invest
maybe
a little
he probably
money in
helped
it, but
paint or something like that, but he ain't
right,
build it.
right,
Yeah.
right. That's what I'm like, nah. Now I don't believe he did that by solo dolo, but because he don't have no builder's
Right,
license.
right.
So
But we
I
going
think
that's what we going with. So
that's what we going with, right? So they, so they did show Chris was there. He got there and they just walking. I was looking like, why is y'all walking on this floor with no shoe covers or take y'all shoes off? Some. And then
Thank
Forehead
you.
came in
I thought
there
that same
with them
thing
heels
too.
on that floor.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
On a
Yeah.
first of all, okay, wait a minute. Oh, don't bring up the heel. I was gonna say something about them damn heels. Oh, and when
okay.
you walk into, I'm sure y'all have gone and looked at houses or even apartments or something. And when you walk in, you posted the realtor supposed to tell you to put this supposed to hang you those
Give them
little
shoe
booties
covers.
to put on. So you
Yeah,
ain't
shoe
scuffing up
covers.
the floor and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well,
understand
Chris
why
didn't
Chris
have,
didn't give
or
it to him.
Martell didn't have none on either.
I
Not
know
looking at
Chris
But
was the
normally
that.
Chris
relative.
wears
He
them.
he
Normally
Chris
Chris
wanted
wears
them, but
them.
I don't think he
and
had
Martell
them.
should have known that.
It was
And
Yeah.
then
Normally
crazy.
boots,
Normally Chris has them.
those pink hookah boots. I
Those are
wasn't
Mary
feeling
J.
them. With
Blige
the,
boots.
yeah, I don't think Mary J. Blige would wear them boots. They look like they came from from somewhere. They nah no, I ain't
Yeah,
like them boots I ain't like none she had on. She cannot dress. She needs a stylist. She can't dress. I don't like none of her dresses don't be fitting her boobs or nothing. I don't
Mm-mm.
like her hairstyle. No,
it,
she needs help. Yeah.
it's a nice little
But she
family
thinks she
home.
look
It's a
cute,
two
so
bedroom.
It
Yeah,
was very
it's
small. Cause what, 3 bedrooms?
two,
Two
it's a
bedrooms?
2 bedroom house.
No.
yes.
Uh-uh.
I thought it was a 3 bedroom
He showed
house.
him the big bedroom and he showed the little one. I don't know what the third one is.
But you know
And
something?
then
They could
the
still
washroom.
buy it as a
Look at
investment
look at
property
Investment.
and rent it out. They could, you know what I'm saying? Because some people buy 2 bedroom houses, especially if you're a single person. You might not
Mm-hmm.
need a or you're one person with
start a
one
family.
child
Start a family.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
so
starter family home.
it's a
That's what I
starter.
said.
It's a starter house. So even
Yeah.
if it was, if yeah, 2 bedroom houses
Well,
are hard to
he
find. But
probably
it
did say
depends.
three. I only show he only
Because he
showed
Oh
said
two,
well,
so I
maybe
just
it
said
was.
three.
he
Yeah,
said he
maybe it was
showed two.
three.
He said these are the bedrooms, and then here is the master. But the master didn't look too much bigger
No, it looked like
than
a normal, regular size bedroom. It
yeah.
didn't look like
Yeah,
a
that's
It,
what
master
I'm
bedroom.
like.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
well,
small
Like
even
starter
you
so,
have to
home.
even
knock
if
the
it's
wall
small,
down
they
to
could
go out your
buy it
half.
and then rent it out. So
Yeah.
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 so
He said it was 340. What that sound? That sound. He says it's room. He says
uh,
it's room to
340 for that little
adjust.
teeny house. Come on now.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what the
That's good.
going
That's a
price
good
is for
180 in
Alabama.
South Carolina. That's a good 180, maybe two in South
I would
Carolina.
say more two something. Where in Huntsville is it located? Is it near like you know
That's a
how
good
like
question.
when houses
The
are
Hmm.
near
area.
downtown areas or some it
Is it
might
a
be some
school
if it's
area?
But you know what?
Something.
Housing has gone up since COVID. So I mean, sorry, since D19. So I take that
yeah.
back. It
Yeah.
No, it
might
has
be. It
been.
might be
No,
because
it has
Yeah,
wood,
been.
you're
It's
right.
going
piece of
up.
lumber is
People think going
triple.
down south is cheaper. Not necessarily. Depends on where you
Not
moving to.
necessarily depending on the area.
Depending on the
Yeah, it
area.
depends on
And
the
if you
area.
live in any kind of
In the state.
booming area where
In the
things are
state.
going on and shops and
Hmm.
malls and all that, no, it could still
You can
be
forget
kind of
that. Yeah,
pricey.
I'm saying you forget that. Yeah. I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah.
So back
Question:
Mhm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait till you
I
do
was
if
just
you
saying
haven't said it yet.
they brought up Destiny because Destiny is cool with Martell and
Mm-hmm.
Moses and Sonny, the way they did Destiny. And they were just talking about Martell said I'm neutral. He kind of slighted
He doing that
Chris when
because of Chris and
he brought
Nell.
up Mel. I'm like, why Mel? She not even in this episode. Y'all still bring her up.
Mm-hmm.
Still bring her up. He always gonna bring her up. I don't think Mel be bringing him up like that unless it's about that she's
Mel
suing him
don't
or
be
something.
talking about him.
Oh,
She don't think about his behind. But
No.
he told us he was neutral, but everybody else be neutral before. I mean, everybody be on male side, but they claim they're neutral because they only listed one side. No, sir, we don't have to listen to nothing. We see what's going
wrong
on.
is wrong. Right?
We see
It's
what's
right.
going on.
Right.
Y'all
No.
take
We
male
see
side
what's
for y'all.
going
No,
on.
we see it.
We have eyeballs. Okay, we see
Baby,
what's going on.
we have witnessed this thing for 8 seasons.
They talking about he putting together swing sets.
He sure ain't building no house. He building swing sets because he don't have a builder's
Yeah.
license.
Well, I mean,
But I'm gonna need Martell to get a stylist too because I'm sick of them granddaddy shoes. I'm gonna need him to get some Vans, some
Loafers.
Sperry's, some Cole
Yeah.
Haan loafers, something. I'm gonna need him to do something.
Patricia,
I'm
I
sick.
agree. Martell gets on my nerves too.
Oh
I
Lord.
agree.
Here y'all go.
I'm gonna need him
Yeah.
to do better.
Well,
So
anyway,
yeah, that's about it in that scene
Mm-hmm.
about that part. We get the next
beyond
scene.
which, I can see Martell being with Sonny. I actually can see them together. They both seem like they belong together.
Move along. That's crazy, Inga, but moving right along. We get a scene of Stormy at her warehouse looking like she just turned over out of bed and went straight to the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
She don't even, I mean,
She
you
met
was
up with
dressed up
Mark.
at a warehouse. Yeah.
At the other times we seen her at her warehouse, she could have. She looked like she was rubbing the sleepies out her eyes at one point.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she said they're in the process of moving, so she might have been there,
Probably
long hours. We
shipping
got a
out.
lot
They
of
still got to
Martell in
ship
this
out.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she still had to ship out orders as they moving. So we saw her
Mm-hmm.
tearing out invoices and stuff. So and she talking to Martell and what did they talk about?
Oh, the harassment communication thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that his harassment communication. Then she said, I got arrested for a millimeter or whatever.
Mm-hmm. He leaves a whole lot of his story out when he tells his story. He leaves a lot out.
I just be
But it's
Yeah,
smiling,
whatever.
he don't tell the truth.
and they be going
Mm-mm.
for it too. That's the crazy part. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all must not be
Yeah.
around Martell a
It's
lot.
not
They
just it's
can't be
not it's
around Martell a lot. They could
Mm-mm.
be. I be
mm-mm.
like, they going. She going.
It's
So
not
like,
just
what?
harassing. It's he don't bring up the revenge thing he did. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah, Patricia,
yeah,
he was glad to hear Stormy say that. Mm.
yeah.
He said, "Ooh, you got one, I got one too, but no, hers is for cussing somebody out.
just
Yours
cussing
is
somebody out.
for doing a different type of
The
domestic
thing.
violence communications.
Right.
You were
Right.
All right.
And
sending
it could have been
revenge to."
damaging. It could have been damaging had it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah.
say
So,
exactly what you sent. You're not gonna say that.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna leave
and
all
they
that
trying
out
to and then Mel name came up again and stuff like that. So.
again.
Well, you know something? I know I said this the last time we met that I really think yes, Melody cannot control um what people do, and we don't know if some of these people are bots or whatever. However, she can get online like we are right here and say, look, guys, I don't condone this and that. Y'all need to stop, leave my castmates alone, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't say anything. I think that she has a responsibility to do that. She should do it, you know. But
Well, I don't know what she
maybe
do
she
because
wants them to do it.
I don't be on her like that. There are some content creators who are male stand to the death, and they No, everything was said. What she said when she went
I don't be
live, where
knowing
she was
either.
at. I don't be
I
knowing
don't
either. So that's
either.
why I said I can't
But
really
since we
say
hearing
if
all
she
these
do
things,
or
I don't
don't
know what
do.
she's saying either. But since we hearing all these things and she's telling people to activate and all this stuff, we then maybe she needs to
When somebody say stuff
tell
like
people
that, I be
somebody's
like,
gonna get
okay,
hurt though one
activate
day if they
what?
don't stop it.
Mhm.
What was the conversation? Don't tell me
I
she
think
said
she told him to
activate. What
activate
was the
on those on
conversation?
her products, buying her products. I don't think she told him to activate on getting at anybody. I can't see her publicly doing that because now you got record of her telling somebody to do something. I don't think Mel go incriminate herself like that.
I don't know.
I think she
Yeah,
was
I
telling
mean,
him to
I
activate
hope
on
not.
buying
I
her
don't know. I'm
products.
only going by what they saying. But if it's the
They're not
I
millimeters
telling the
that
can't.
whole
That's why I said
story.
I can't go by that because I'm
but
like, what was the
everyone's saying the
conversation?
same thing. It's Kimmy, it's Tisha, it's Stormy. Why all of them? Why is all of them complaining about millimeters? They all
Because they
all the
are
Those
doing
fans
are
are
stuff.
saying it.
It's levels to a millimeter. It's levels to
yeah.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
It's the
levels
same
to it.
ones. The same
So
ones. It's the
so
ones
y'all
that
don't think that she needs to tell her, look, y'all stop this. Y'all
She
doing
could
too
tell
much now.
them.
you can
She could
tell them, but
say
she's
it
not
publicly,
obligated
But she
to.
hasn't said
but they
anything.
don't. But they
She
don't.
hasn't
But they
made
don't have
no
to listen
statement
to
at
her
We
all.
though.
know look that we know That's why I said
Oh yeah, I
Right.
don't
don't
follow
know
her
what she
lives and
do.
stuff like
I
that. I
don't
mean,
Yeah, I
I
don't
think I
follow
know.
follow
her
her
life.
Yeah.
on
That's what
IG,
I
but
said.
I don't even
That's why I
half
said
time I
I
don't see
can't
what she's
say.
doing.
That's what I said
Hmm.
I can't say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
But
know.
she
I don't
I
could
know.
hadn't
if
heard a
she wanted
recording
I
of
think if
her
she made a
saying
statement though,
anything.
we would have seen it. It would have floated
Yeah, I
all
don't.
around on the shade room
Right.
or somewhere. We would have seen it had she made some
Yeah.
type of statement. I seen the one when she went off on Miss Wanda. I saw the one when she went off on Miss Betty. Why I ain't seen a statement when she telling her millimeters to stop, doing this. Whoever you are, whoever the people are, just y'all stop doing it. I haven't seen her say anything.
Well, I wasn't
I don't
looking,
know.
so
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I can't say. But
I
it'd be
don't know
nice
either.
if she does say that, and is she obligated to?
No, maybe not
Kind of, sorta.
obligated.
But
No.
if she a public figure, so it'd be nice for her to just make a
Yeah,
That's
statement.
it'll
all
be
I'm saying.
nice
Because she's
for
a
her to
public figure, it'd be
say.
nice and the right thing to
It'd be nice for her
because
to.
Yeah.
Is
what
she
if that
obligated? Not
lady had
really.
came there and did something to hurt Stormy? What if that
Hmm.
lady came there and do something to hurt Stormy? Or
It'd
could have
be
did something
that
to tear
lady.
up the
It'd be
warehouse or
that
something?
lady problem. It'd be that
Oh
lady.
Hmm.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
that
saying that
yeah.
Mel needs to get arrested or anything, but it was still we would all be saying Mel. It would be pointing at Mel. These are your people.
Yeah, but Stormy messed up. If that lady came to your residence, I'll be pressing charges against her immediately, so
Yeah, but
she
I think
can't do
that's why
that
they
to
dropped
me.
it, right? Because the lady showed up on her property. I think that's why they
Right.
Right,
dropped the charges.
Hmm.
So that's why it
right.
was nothing. She just had to show
That was
because you have a
hustler
warrant,
stuff.
you got
I'm
to
like,
show up.
Stormy,
But
And then
call
this is an
police.
older lady. Like this is not
Hold
a
on,
young
call
person. This is an
police.
older lady. She's elderly. She's probably getting a check from the Social Security Administration.
I
She's
agree with
elderly.
Shayna's comment. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but I agree with it that
Hmm.
you can't control these people, but you can, but just making a statement will make people
Yeah.
hopefully make people calm down.
Hmm.
Maybe. I
Well,
don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
think if
like
you
like
just
she
say it
said, like she
publicly, it's out of your hands. Once you
Yeah,
say
but
it,
she
that's
hasn't
it.
said
I've
it
asked them to
as
do
of
it.
yet. I haven't heard her
We
say
haven't
anything.
heard her. We haven't heard we hear everything else she say. We just hadn't heard that.
Yeah, why
I
is
can
I
say
hear
that.
about her going when she
if
laid
if
out?
if she if she do say that, you think people will share it like they share
Listen,
everything else?
the right
The
people will
missing
share
parts.
it. Now her millimeters are not going to share it, but the right people would share it. The people that
Okay, I
want her
would
to
say that.
stop will share it. Like we might say something. She did say that y'all listen.
It'll
Now
be
we
on
might
somebody's
because we're not
blog. Everything
millimeters.
ends up on somebody's blog. We see so much
Hmm.
stuff
Somebody will
that
say
ain't
it.
even important, and we see it. So I don't see why we wouldn't see that. You know, it would float
Yeah,
around. Now that
yeah,
doesn't
but
mean this crazy lady gonna stop. That's on her. That means she's crazy. But at least Melanie said, "Look, I denounce this. I don't agree with this." Because we
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
don't want somebody to get hurt. I might disagree with it, y'all. I might not care for all my castmates, but I don't want none of them to get hurt. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait,
But
wait a
in
minute. What
love
they
black.
say? I believe Melody is matching energy with the rest of the cast. They haven't spoken out against Martell's records. Well, that's true too. That is
Hmm.
true. I agree with that. I have to agree with that one because none of them. they trying to give Martell the benefit of the doubt, like all that free Martell stuff and all that. So that's
Yeah.
yeah. None of the women on the show have all
No.
said anything. I haven't heard it, so I don't know. Yeah, get so invested that people do crazy. Yeah, they do. That is
Yeah,
true.
they go back,
Yeah.
they dig deep and find, go to your job, they calling your
They
job,
crazy. These are
to check
crazy
on your
people. Yeah.
licenses. They do all kind of
Yeah.
stuff. If you do something against
Look, I'm a
mail,
fan of the
they
show,
finna.
but I'm not going to do all that. Once I click off this, I'm going on about my life. I'm not digging around finding nothing about anybody.
Hmm.
So
Right.
that, but
So
yeah, but there's a lot of people that's sick out here. So
yeah, so we're gonna move on for that. Uh-oh.
yeah, that's true.
So we got
Mm,
what did it say? If
mm.
production was smart, they should have had the cast release a
I had
statement
the
to
cast
viewers
release
to
a
chill out.
statement to the viewers to chill out seasons ago. Yeah, this been going on for a while.
Carlos,
This ain't like it just
Carlos on
started.
social media, so he a content creator, so he kind of love this kind of stuff because it gives him something to talk
He
about. So,
does love the mess. He does. That's he
so
does love the
it
mess.
gives him
Hmm.
something.
So
Since he a content creator now, so it gives him something to
it
talk
gives him
about
and
on
Heavenly
this
something to
show.
talk
So
about on Monday.
whatever.
So that is true.
And give me
Okay.
something to
So
watch.
let's keep it real.
Right, because I do
Right. So
watch it.
next thing,
I
right.
be
I don't
watching
watch it.
it.
Y'all be telling me stuff. I be like,
I do be
what?
watching the Messy Mondays. I do
I
watch
don't.
it.
Hmm.
I just look for y'all to keep me informed.
Now I don't
Um.
look at Miss Wanda. Now Candy's the one who told me about the Miss Wanda, and then I clicked and watched. I didn't even watch all of it because I say
Miss
she
Wanda's
got
too
on my
much,
nerves,
baby.
and you can't understand what the hell she's saying anyway. So
Move
I
on to the
couldn't
Yeah.
next
watch
That.
no.
thing.
I only, yeah,
Go on to the next thing. Right.
go
On
on
to
to
the
the
next thing,
next.
Before
Claudia.
English says something.
Yeah, like Funky said, go
So
on
we
to
get
the
to
next
see.
thing. Hmm Shout out to
We finally
Funky.
get to see Kimmy and Maurice make an appearance.
Well, he ran his
The
mouth
friends
this whole
of.
episode too.
So yeah, this is the only scene they had. So Maurice and Kimmy, they had like a dinner date, double date with Sonny and Moses.
Hmm
And they was well before Sonny and Moses showed up to the table, Kimmy was like telling Maurice about like how Destiny might feel about this date, double date. I'm like, girl, she'll be fine. Because you knew Sonny before they got on, before all that went down, so it should be fine. But so they had a double date, and they was like, getting to know uh Moses and
She can go out with
Sonny
whoever she
more.
want. It's not like
Yeah,
you,
she.
Kimmy and Destiny is homegirls hanging out. They don't
I
know
don't
each other
know.
like that.
Look, I don't know. I really don't care. But so they were just talking, get to know them. Then I mean, at one point they was saying they saw a house with Chris and Martell. And you got to remember, I kind of forgot that Kimmy do show people.
Real
She into
estate,
real
yeah.
estate show.
hmm
And
I
since
don't
they
think
didn't
she do
sign that,
nursing no more.
I don't think so
Is she
either.
still
But
nursing? Doing that?
I think she stopped after it got better. I mean, she got her diagnosis. I think she stopped before that, a little bit before
Yeah.
that.
hmm
So yeah, so she told them like they asked her if she could show them some property as well because they did not sign with Chris. So he's not the only
Yeah,
person
because
that could
once you
show.
sign, you can't.
Once you
Another one
sign,
can't come in.
you can't
Yeah,
touch
yeah,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right, right,
You can't
right.
you can't poach on another
Yeah,
person
that's
client.
right. You ain't supposed to. So they was just talking. It was just
They
they
were
just
just
showed them the
talking.
house. They ain't signed no paperwork, so anybody can show her the house. So
Right.
um,
So that was on
yeah.
Chris' fault if he get mad. So there's that.
Oh,
And
he
then
can get
they
mad
also
all he want. Yeah, he should have had them
I
sign
know
some
that's what I
type of
said. It's
paperwork.
on him. Right. That's what I said. It's
Yeah.
on him if he get
hmm
mad. So
I'll
then we
get
have
that coin
another
too. Forget about Destiny. Look, we need money in our household. I mean, it's not Destiny just got back. I mean, she been gone. I'm like, we ain't close with her. Like, we ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but it's about money. I bet you Destiny would do the same thing if it's about
right.
selling her little hair care products or whatever it is she got going on.
And she's not selling
So
nothing right now. But
yeah, I don't know. She claims she got something Madani, whatever, something. Ain't nobody
no,
buying that stuff.
No, yeah, no. She was trying to go into candles, but no. Anyway,
I know.
that was the last
I
episode.
know.
That was the
I
last
saw that, but
episode.
she bought heavily all that stuff.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's
So
about my. It's not like we solid and super tight. So yeah, get the coin.
and they also talk about Moses, how him and Sonny connected, how they want to start a family, and how they started the IVF process and egg retrieval thing and stuff like
They
that,
ain't playing
and
games. Yeah.
how they're trying to look for the starter home for the family, and how Moses grew up in St. Louis, and how he been locked up for like a total of 15 years. He first got locked
Because
up
he
when he was
went
like
in and
17,
came
18 years
out and
old.
went back in
Came
again.
out, went
Yeah.
in, came out. Yeah, so like, and just giving the whole spiel about their background and what have you. And Kimmy did ask him at one point, what did he do? And then Sonny ass jumped in. I'm like, see, that's why I hate Sonny. Let the man talk for himself.
And he was doing a good job talking, even though
Like,
you could tell you could
like,
tell
Sonny,
that
shut up.
He's been
he
coached.
can't speak.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't speak
Listen,
well, but
She was talking when he was talking. She was like, I said,
oh,
well,
I
damn.
ain't get. Oh, okay,
Is
I
he
know she was
flipped it or
looking at
something?
him.
I said, is this ninja flick tarded? Because why is you mouthing the words he's saying?
Oh, she was the
Because
timeline when it
you
started.
had to coach this man. I said, oh, he's been
I didn't
coached.
even notice that her mouth was moving too. I didn't even
Oh,
notice that. But
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'm like, shut up. Shut up. Let the man
right.
talk. He
Mhm.
should know what he
yeah,
do if it's real. Okay, leave him
yeah,
alone.
yeah.
So
Well,
he
you
said,
can
But then
let's
she
definitely
just
know
go
he
tell.
his
ain't.
own
She know his
touchdown.
elevator don't go all the way up to because he
Yeah,
left
that's what
school
I'm
in ninth
saying.
grade.
He only went, he
He
left
left.
in ninth grade. You could tell by the way
He
he
left in ninth
speak.
grade.
Yeah, like he said,
So
Yeah,
I
she
but
got
see
to
he should.
coach him.
I see her.
See,
You know, all kind of stuff.
If it's real and if it's true, he should have no problem saying what he
he should
does.
not have a problem saying it. Right.
That's why I told her
Yeah,
to shut the hell up.
It's like
yeah,
an Easter
yeah,
speech. You got to keep saying it over and over and over
yeah.
again to get it right.
Well, they but they seem like they supposed to be together. They seem like they supposed to be
It
together.
seemed like they supposed to,
So
yeah, they supposed to happen instead of him and Destiny. So let's just that be that, okay?
Yeah, he needed
I
somebody
think I
because both
think
of them
had
don't need
Destiny gave with
no
him,
records.
he would have dragged her down. So yeah, moving on.
Or vice versa. I don't know.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
Or,
she
or
seemed real
vice versa.
stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like Destiny's got some stuff to work out
Let's
herself.
get to the
That's
mess.
true.
Let's
Let's
get
get
to the
to the
mess.
So, like we saw at the beginning of this episode, we saw Nell giving her grievance to Chris about meeting with the kids. And at the end of the episode, she met up with the kids. They at her house. She made lasagna for dinner or what have you. And then I don't know, it's like a cut because she was making a lasagna and then we see them eating something. Is I'm tripping? But
Mm-mm.
nevertheless, it was a cut, it seemed like, and then she brought up her that the bank of Nell is closed. And unless it's a true emergency, she said y'all cannot be asking me for money. And what else? Oh, little Chris did share with the family that he got a job as a supervisor doing
Mm-hmm.
what I don't know, that he
Don't know.
didn't say or they didn't show what he work at. So I was like, oh, good for him. It made me smile. I ain't gonna lie. I legit like, oh, good for him. And she said, yeah, just stick with it,
Mm-hmm.
stick to that. And that's when she brought up the money situation. She said she can no longer lend out money unless it's a true emergency. And she said the only true people she gonna be there for is her grandkids. And that's when Kiki, the niece, got emotional because I think it struck a chord with her. But that's what Nell said, but it could have been more than Nell said. I don't know. You know how editing could be, but it really brought up some emotions for her because her parents are not there for her in her life and for
Mm-hmm.
her own kids. So she got emotional about that because Nell and Chris are like they not her parents, but they are like parent figures for her. And I guess she kind of felt slighted and excluded a little bit, even though Nell didn't mean no harm to what she said, and she kind of forgot to consider Kiki. in that because Kiki is her niece, not her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your thoughts on that so far?
Go ahead, Inga.
For that part, is you on mute? You on
I'm
mute? Okay.
I'm sorry, I was doing I don't have no comment about it. I mean, Nail should be, I don't see why you gotta have this big old thing. I guess they just need a story, something to talk about. Because just say, hey, I'm not giving you no more money. You're an adult, unless you're having an emergency or it's about the children, the grandchildren. Other than that, don't keep coming to me to pay your rent, pay your cell phone bill, pay your electric bill. I don't see why it's like a stressful thing. Just say it and be done with it. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
paying your bills. Period. Pass the salad and the lasagna. It shouldn't even be no long drawn out thing about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now
And see,
the
my
thing
thing
with
is, oh, I'm sorry.
the thing with Denise though, they need to resolve that. And Nell is wrong for saying I don't need no therapy and all that. And that part she was doing too much. She was doing too much with that.
Go ahead,
Um,
Candy.
yeah.
Yeah.
About that part,
Okay.
money
So
part.
the money part. Now, y'all are self-employed people. You got a daycare, you got a real estate, and Chris got other stuff going on. Why
Uh-huh.
aren't your children working for you so you can make sure they stay out your pocket? It's to me, it's the easy fix. Now, maybe
Because
it's
they
hard
not
to
gonna do the work.
we get treated just like all everybody else. I can help you. I can pay for you to go to real estate school. I can pay for you to do all these things, but you're not going to keep coming to me asking me for money for car payments, for rent, for this, that, and the third. And it's a plethora. If it's how many of y'all? 5 or 6 of y'all? No, that's a lot of money when you think about it. Now, if I need 5,000 or 10,000, I can ask my parents for it, but I ain't gonna keep doing every other year, every year. That's a lot of money. I'm not gonna keep doing that. First of all, my daddy gonna look at me sideways. Now he'll do it, but he ain't gonna look at me sideways. But I'm not gonna keep doing it, knowing he's
Right.
not working. Just because he got it, don't mean he got to give to me. And
Right.
then these people are young people. Chris and Nell are still young. They still, well, they're not that young, but they're still working. They got to retire at some time, at some point. So y'all got to become responsible.
Yeah, they said they like to do stuff too. They got stuff to do too. They got
One of
Mm-hmm.
stuff
them
they can
girls
do
could
too.
be working as a secretary or something in the administrative assistant or something in their business or something.
One of
You
Mm-hmm.
can
no
find
one
something
of
to do.
look one of the daughters, not Kiki, but the daughter, she does work at the daycare. Because
Yeah,
remember
one of
when
them does.
Stormy came at the beginning of the season,
Mm-hmm.
came to visit Nell at the daycare. So
Mm-hmm.
that was the daughter who brought Stormy back there. So
I think that's the one that's sitting down, right?
right. Yeah, I think her name
Yeah.
Kayla or Layla, something like that.
Yeah, but listen, open up a smaller one for let somebody else run it. Like, child, please. If I
I mean,
got
they
money
keep.
like this to dish out, we would
Obviously, the
have,
kids are irresponsible. That's why they don't want them probably working in
That's what
their
I'm saying. I
business.
think they're irresponsible. I'm
well,
not
take your
gonna
ass to
knock. They
Walmart
probably
then
did
shit.
try that at the beginning. I'm not gonna knock it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, they did probably try that at the beginning, and it did not work out. So they had to
Mm-hmm.
like fire them like a regular person.
Because
So
they're entitled. They're entitled kids.
yeah, that's why I say I think they too spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
my
Chris is
thing
too
is, if you
lenient.
gonna get this money out, I'm definitely need to get my money back. If I can't get my money back, you can't get no. I can't lend out
Mm-hmm.
no more money
Because then
unless it's
he
a trip
didn't
emergency,
they do
like a
something for Chris
grandchild.
last year about the dogs or something, about
Yes,
$4,000 or $5,000
when he went to
in the damn
jail and stuff
dog.
like that.
And then he got mad because they weren't giving the dog back because they had to go to the no. Yeah, they are adults.
I mean, I don't know how they was raised. I know they was like very privileged and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but I wonder have they like teach them along some things about real world and their own money, having their own. I don't know. I hope
Yeah.
so. So it was up to the child, and it's also up to them to stop
Mm-hmm.
leaning stop giving in, and their
Yeah.
kids need to stop leaning on them. So
Mm-hmm.
'cause they they basically taking advantage at this point, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Shayna. I guess they probably did try to employ them and it didn't work. Because I know a lot of times it doesn't work, but I didn't hear them say that about it. Well, we tried to get you,
I think last
I
season
agree.
Kiki,
I agree.
she had to party Kiki. I think she said that last season
that
with that
one,
infamous, yeah, the one with the point, the one that was crying with the ponytail.
Holland Jack.
Yeah, Kiki. I think she said she had to let her go. Last season, when they had the infamous
Mm,
dinner scene with the stepdaughter.
yeah. Okay.
Um, that's what I'm like. Yeah, I think they tried and it did not work out.
Okay.
So now we get to Nell. I think it was Nell suggested
Mm-hmm.
how about family therapy counseling, what have you. And they brought up Dr. Francis, the good old Dr. Francis, one of
Mm-hmm.
our favorite doctors that I seen on TV, period. Cause he gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see we're gonna see him next episode. Glad to see him make an appearance. Dr. Francis. So they do need a Dr. Francis because he gonna keep it 100.
1,000.
Um,
Wow.
and then Kiki was glad to, for that. Cause she wants to, because she did have her emotional breakdown because it's something
Yeah.
there. And the kids, look, Chris said, yeah. And then he said, I also want to do one solo. I was shocked. I
Yeah.
was like, say what? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
young man, little Chris.
Yeah.
And then the kids looked at Nell, said, you should do one solo as well. She said
Mm.
no. I'm like, no, but you just brought up family therapy and you don't want to do a solo? Don't you
And
think
then
you
she
got? I
told
think
Chris that was having issues earlier. Like she was having, like mental health was in jeopardy.
exactly.
You
That's
just told
what
your
Inga
husband
had brought
this.
up. I'm like,
So how you
so
going, girl?
I didn't get it. So I was like, okay,
Mike,
well,
don't start that shit tonight. I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all. Mike, don't start that. Here go Mike
Don't
again,
fall
Inga.
for it. Yeah, let's move on because I got to be going in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so don't fall for that.
okay, so that was basically how it said to be continued for the next episode. So that's our end. Then we saw a snippet of in love and memory of Kiki at the end, if you saw it on your TV. So that was nice.
No, Mike, you're gonna get blocked. That's what's gonna happen.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's Mike? Everybody
I
want to
don't
be
know
like
who
Mike.
Mike
Mike,
is.
Mike. Mike about to get blocked. Okay,
Yeah,
who
the,
else?
they a lot of times the older community they don't believe in therapy, so.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki. Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
then. So
Yeah,
that
put
was
some
it,
purple hearts in the
ladies.
chats.
Yeah, for Kiki, because that was sad to hear that about her. But that
Mm-hmm.
was the end. So hopefully, so next episode, y'all is gonna go down. So if you saw the preview, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
go down. Okay,
Wait a minute, we got
just
more
saying.
episodes. When is this ending? No, we
Inga,
ain't
I
at the
can't with
reunion
you.
yet.
I cannot with you. I cannot. I
This is
cannot.
going on forever. Like,
Inga,
how many more episodes?
we're gonna get about 20 to 25
Lord
on
have
a low
mercy.
end. 20 to 25 on the low end. I promise you.
I'm
On the
weak.
low end. Mm-hmm.
Inga said, when is
They ain't
over?
taking. They not taking a mid-season break.
They will. They will.
Wait, they will, but this is only 10
But they're gonna
episodes,
bring
don't
back
they?
at least 15 to 20 episodes when they come back.
Mm-hmm.
Because they still
15.
filming.
So yeah. That was in the episode. So yeah, I'm gonna go one by one, let the people know what you got going on your channel. So
Oh, I
Inga
ain't got nothing
and whoever.
going. Oh no, tomorrow I be with Can. No, not Candy. It might be with you, Candy. No, I'm with who I'm with.
EJ.
Tamika, EJ, Moochie. We're gonna talk about that, lackluster power episode. So
Okay,
we
okay. So what?
we're gonna talk
Tell
about
people
that.
what
And
you
then
just
other than that, I
did.
don't know what I have for this week. Or maybe Mary Kingstown with Moochie if she's doing it. So that's it for
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
me.
okay. Can
You just did
do.
2 lives today.
Well, I have to say you just do too, Lassa.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. See, once I'm done, I'm talking about it. I just forget. I forget all about it. Yeah, we did throwback movie that we do once a month. We were supposed to do it at the end of June, but it got pushed back to today. A piece of the action with Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier. Then I also did a Tubi movie, a good man. So with Miss Kira and Shayna. So I did do that today. So yeah, your girl worn out now. My eyeballs hurt.
I know.
But yeah, I don't know what else. That's pretty much for me this week. What you got going on, Candy?
Oh. No, not a kitty cat. I'm sorry. No, Mike is a troll child.
Okay.
So I do have so I'll be doing Mayor of Kingstown Wednesday with Moochie, Inga, Tamika, Detroit, and Booby. Yesterday I did what I did yesterday? I didn't do that yesterday. Okay, I'm sorry. So family business, I did that Friday. So I'll do that every Friday at 9:15 with EJ and the gang. Family business is on BET Plus. I have all 4 episodes of College Hill up on my page, as well as Sisters. The last 3 or 4 episodes are up. And that's it for right now. So just check me out and like the video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road to 500. I was on the road to 4, but I'm on the road to 500 now because I'm almost at 4.
Okay.
So
Okay.
tap in, tune in, and subscribe to the channel.
Yes. Subscribe to everyone. Make sure you like the video.
Please.
Okay. So for me, House of the Dragons, what's this? 3 and 4 coming my way. The reaction for that, and the Power episode I just got to upload it. I did my quick
Click your button,
thoughts
Moni.
on that.
Click your button. Click your button.
Oh Lord.
And I'm talking about upload the videos.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Click your button and upload your videos.
Yeah, I know. Life be lifing over here with me, so. So yeah, I got that, and I said I was gonna do a sisters last episode. It's a lot I have questions, so there's that, and I think that's it. And I think about doing what's that called, The Bear, with my son. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I hear a lot of people talking about that.
Yeah, that's a good show, The Bear. So that's about it with me. So make sure you subscribe to everyone up here, like the video, share with your peoples if you were entertained tonight. So, and that's it. That's all, folks. Any last parting words?
When's the next so there's an episode next week. Next week, okay.
So it'll be episode 11, but I'll be doing 11 and 12.
Okay. We're gonna skip and then do 11, 12.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
We'll see y'all the next one. Bye.
Okay, y'all.